Hopefully that works. All right, I'm recording to my computer, so hopefully there's enough space. I don't really know how to record to the cloud. So, did you record to the cloud, Keisha?
Me? No,
Yeah.
it records on Zoom. So you're fine. As long as it records on Zoom and then you just go download it.
Okay.
And then yeah, so it's on the website. It's not like it
Okay,
should
so
be.
that's where I normally got that. Anyways, it's all good. We'll figure it out. Okay,
You're,
so we've got a full body flow today. So we're gonna start with a bit of a warm up. It's going to be mostly sitting down today. The warm up will be standing, and then we'll come on down to get through the flow. So we're gonna come up onto our feet to start. I'll just go right underneath the light so I get really washed out. So we're going to start with the wrist warm up. So you want to get nice big circles in through those wrists because we will be in that quadruped position. So you want to make sure that those wrists are ready for action. So let's clasp them together now and just roll in circles. Good, and then we'll just go into a wave. Awesome, and then let's go in the other direction. All right, let's get our wrist extensors. So we're going to, I'll do this from the side. You're going to take your fingers with one hand and you're going to bring that arm out. So you might only get to here to start. We're going to stick with the same arm, but eventually, if it allows, I want you to get that arm nice and straight. You want to feel that stretch through the front of your arm there. Do one more on this side. Lovely. And now the other side. I'll do this from the front. Awesome. One more. Beautiful. So let's just bring that arm out in front. We'll just press down on the front of that wrist so we get up kind of into that forearm there. And just kind of gently push down and then bring it back. Okay, we'll do one more on each side. Awesome. Let's roll those shoulders. So some nice gentle rolls to start. Awesome. So we're going to do one shoulder at a time here, but we're going to change it a bit and get those neck muscles in there as well. So you're going to bring your hand towards your shoulder, and you're going to bring your elbow up and around, but I want you to follow your elbow with your eyes. So bring it back so we feel that stretch in through the pecs. Bring it up and around. Make sure when you do this that you don't get into an arc as you come around. So keep that core on, your glutes squeezed just a little bit, enough to keep that nice neutral spine. Good, and let's go the other way with the, go the other arm now. Good, you want to feel that gentle little stretch start to work through the pec there. Awesome. So let's take our arms out to the side, and we're going to bring opposite arm down towards opposite toe. Swing those arms over, opposite hand to other toe, and come right back up. And then we're going to go back the way we came. Good, so your knees can be slightly bent here. So we're getting in through that rotation. So we rotate, we bend, we reach, we lift, and then we come out of that rotation again. Good. And this will be our last one. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go into the a hip swing, but it's gonna be nice and controlled. So we're gonna bring it up, centered, back, centered, up, centered, back. Good. So as that leg comes up, try and get it to hip height. As it comes back, bring that knee behind your other leg and behind your hip, but don't get into that arc. So make sure you're always kind of keeping that core on just a little bit. Awesome. This will be our last one on this leg. Good. And let's go to the other side. So we're going to lift it up, centered, back, centered, up. Good. Make sure you got that nice deep breathing going on. And we'll get one more forward and one more back. Lovely, awesome. So we're just gonna get a couple of those forward and backs just to get in through that rotation. This is somebody's favorite move. Good. And let's go one more forward, one more back. Awesome. Then we'll come with the other leg. We're going to come forward and back. Awesome. One more back. Great. All right, warm up to the stretches done. So let's come on down and we're going to be on all fours. Grab some quick water as you come down to the ground. All right, so we're going to be on all fours. I like to have my toes on the ground when I'm in this position. It just helps me ground a little bit more, but you're welcome to have them flat. So you want to make sure those knees are underneath those hips and they're spaced about hip distance apart too. So we're just going to start to warm up through the side body. So we're just going to rock from side to side with this. You don't have to go at my pace if you want to go slower and hold on one side. Some of you might feel a nice adductor, so inner thigh stretch. Good. We're going to bring our hips over to the left, and you're going to look over your right shoulder towards your right hip. So I want you to pull your left shoulder and left hip away from each other while you bring your right shoulder and right hip towards each other. So you'll get that nice stretch on the left side. And then come on out of that slowly. And then we're going to come over to the other side and really feel that opening right along that side body there. Good. We'll do one more on each side. So really reach and feel that opening. And other side. Awesome. So we're going to come neutral. So we're going to work some cat and cat-cow. So with this, though, we're going to be starting and ending the movement, or starting both sides of the movement from our lumbar spine. So to watch first, you want to make sure that from a neutral position, we're going to start with tucking our tail underneath. So you can see my hips, pulling my tailbone down. I'm working through the mid back, upper back,
and then drop the head. As we come out of this, you're going to start from the tailbone. So raise that tailbone. Again, work up that spine. Drop that chest down and look up. All right, so let's move through that again. So tuck that tailbone. Everything happens from that low back, that lumbar spine. Nice and slow and controlled here. Nice big deep breaths. Good work. Nice and controlled. Feel each vertebrae move. Good. When you're ready, starting again from that lumbar, come back to that neutral spine. So we're going to come into child's pose, but we're going to do an activated child's pose. So we're going to come back down. So we're going to feel that nice stretch while we're in child's pose. From here, I want you to plant your hands onto the ground and pull yourself forward, bringing those shoulders over those wrists, and now push yourself back. So we're just kind of turning on those shoulders. But through this engagement, it's really going to help kind of stretch out, warm up those shoulders, your lat muscles, which run right from, I can't reach that far around, but from that mid upper, sort of upper low back and lower mid back and through to the front of the shoulder. So you want to pull yourself forward. This is one that I really do like, those feet planted or toes planted. You'll feel your chest turn on. Good. And we'll get one more pull and one more push. Amazing. All right, so let's come on back up into quadruped, and we're going to go into that T-spine rotation, which is one of my favorites to help open up through that mid-back. So we're going to bring our right elbow up, and our hand is right at our ear. You're going to inhale, bring right elbow to left knee, bringing that bum back. As you exhale, you're going to rotate up, but you want to keep your hips and belly button facing the ground. Bringing that elbow towards the sky, but not just the elbow, okay? You want to open up through that chest. Your open might be here, that's no problem. So you want to inhale down and exhale up and out of it. And as always with stretching, you only stretch as much as feels comfortable. So if you were done 2 reps ago, finish when you finish, not when I finish. Last one. Beautiful. All right, I'll face the front, but we're going to do the other side now. So left hand up. I'm going to inhale down and exhale up. One more. Awesome. So let's come back into child's pose. Let that chest just drop to the ground. Reach your fingers, crawl your fingers away from you. So I'm crawling my fingers towards you. And now take your right hand over to the right, bring your left hand over to the right, place it on top of your right, and really reach that left hand so you can feel it again right down the side of your body. And just breathe into it. Okay, come on back to center. Reach over to the left with both hands. Back to center, and we'll do one more time on each side. Back to center, and over to the other side. Awesome, back to center. Bring yourself up. So just rock those hips side to side a bit here. We did just go into a lot of hinge. Awesome. All right. So this is where you're going to want that pillow a little bit more. We're going to go into a runner's lunge, and we're going to get into the calf, we're going to get into the hamstring, but we're also going to target in through that front line of the body. So we're going to target from the hip right through to the fingers. So we're going to start first with our left leg forward. So our right knee is planted. So again, I'll just twist this a little bit this way. So again, I like to have that back foot planted. It just helps me feel a little bit more stable. And we're just going to start inhale, exhale, forward, just so you feel that nice, gentle little stretch there. Inhale back, exhale forward. There's a lot of tension that we carry in our hips, both physical, from sitting, from workouts, from walking, to emotional. Most of us in here are women. This is a very emotional center with our uterus, all our hormones and everything in there. So when we do a lot of hip stretching, it's important to go gently, and it's important to embrace any releases that may happen there. Good, so let's just hang out here for a second and bring it back. Remember, if anything feels too deep or uncomfortable, then listen to your body. All right, now let's bring that front toes up, and we're just going to sit back so we feel that stretch in through the back of the leg, and then we're going to bring it forward again. So we're just going to go through this nice rock motion here. So your knee might not even get straight. That's no problem. You might end here. I think my other leg will probably do that. All right, so come to neutral. What I'd like you to do now is take that leg a little bit wider. So we're in a nice wide opening here in through the hips. So as we stretch out, we're gonna feel it in through the front of the leg more, and we're just getting the back of the leg and the inner thigh of the front leg, and we're gonna get some different fibers in through your back leg. So now let's add in that hamstring. So don't lean over towards your extended leg. Lean back onto your back leg so that we'll get some different fibers. You're going to feel them a lot more on the inside
We're gonna get into that upper body now. So I want you to bring your right arm towards your left foot. Your left hand is gonna come back behind you. We're going to reach up, extend that leg, feel that opening, and bring it back. So that left hand back there is important, just in case you lose your balance and you need to reach over. So we're gonna reach with that right, angle up, rotate, get that leg straight and back. Good. If you're feeling this in your low back at all, just make sure you come up higher, okay? Don't worry about that arc back. You're still gonna get in through the chest. And we'll go last one on this side. Lovely. All right. So bring that front leg back and we'll get that other leg. So I'll pivot this way. All right. So we're going to lean forward and back. Good. Remember, at this point, you want those legs right in line with your hips. We're not going into that wider stretch quite yet. All right, this will be the last one in the rock, and then bring that heel back, or toes up, heel planted. Bum is coming back towards the heel. You can see this one's a little bit tighter on me. Can't get it totally straight quite yet. So you want to inhale forward, exhale back. And last one here. Awesome. So we're going to take that leg, I'm going to angle it a bit differently, and we're going to come nice and wide. So it's more of like it's called a hockey stance. So you want that nice wide stance. So we're going to come into that, get those inner fibers on both legs. You're going to feel it a little bit differently. All right, let's rock back if you're ready. So remember, again, you want to rock back straight. All right, so now let's reach that left hand towards the right toe. Bring that arm up, open right up, bring it back. Open that leg, I forgot to on the last one. Bring it back. Good, you should feel that extension and that length and right from the hip all the way up in through the pecs, the armpits. Let's get one more in. Awesome. All right. So we're going to step back. Let's rock those hips just one more time, side to side. Good. All right. So we're going to go into the core four before we do one other kind of glute hamstring stretch. So this one
Many of you know, because it's one of our favorites. Actually, I'm just going to move this right out of the way for a moment. So we're not going to go too deep with it because we've already done some hips. We've done a lot of the extension through the lateral, so we're not going to get into that full extension, but I do want to start to get into the glutes, just a different motion for the hips. So move that so I don't boink my head. So if this 90-90 position does not feel good for your hips, you're just listen to that body, extend it out a little bit differently, rotate as you need to, so that you don't Charlie horse or get any pains or anything. So I want you to inhale up, extend that spine nice and high, dive forward. As you bring that chest over your knee, then you're going to curl that back up. Inhale up, nice and tall. Dive, pulling that spine forward. Feel that stretch in that front glute. And curl it up. Good. As you're ready and comfortable, walk your hands behind you. Do the same thing. So reach that head up, spine forward. Feel that stretch. Good. If at any point you feel stuck or like you want to work it just a little bit more, a bit of glue or opportunity there, just want you to come down where you feel that stretch and just rock side to side. So push that body side to side and you'll feel that work differently, possibly in through your back hip, possibly in through your glutes. It depends on where you feel that opportunity, on where you feel that kind of stickiness happening. Good. And we'll just do one more step around. Good. Good. So when you finish that side, walk your hands over the other way, and then we're just going to rock our knees side to side for a couple motions. Awesome. So now we'll bring our legs to the opposite side. So I'll show a bit of a different angle here. So again, you want to make sure that chest is coming right over that knee. We're going to inhale up, nice straight spine, bringing your body down and curling up. Bringing it down, nice straight spine. So walk those hands back behind you as it feels comfortable. So you can see here how this part of my hip is going into a little bit more extension, but I'm also diving over that glute, getting a nice deep stretch in through that right glute. Good. So this will be my last one in terms of bringing my body around. Good, and let's walk our hands back the other way. And then we'll rock those hips one more time. So you should feel a difference in how those hips feel, how much closer your knees may get to the ground. All right, so I'm just going to grab my mat again. So we're going to get a nice glute stretch in here. So we're going to come onto our backs. That was the mat, I promise. So we're going to come onto our backs here. So we're going to ponytails a little bit in the way. So we're going to bring our right knee in towards our chest. And I just want you to create little circles with that knee. I don't want you to feel any pinching in the hip here. So I just want you to make little circles. You can go in both directions. Good. Now with your left hand, grab your right ankle. With your right hand, I want you to push that knee out. And then I just want you to rock that leg back and forth. You should feel this in your hip, but also in your glute. It might be a little bit different. So you can, again, go in circles while you're here, both directions, opposite directions. You don't want to rifle it out. Some of you might not even need to. You might just want your hand there to help guide it in circles. I want you to bring that foot over towards the floor. If you feel any pinching in the hip, just scooch that left hip up so that your right hip is higher. And bring that foot towards the floor and scoop it down and around. Bring that leg all the way out and around and then back up. So let's do that again. So we're going to just add some oscillation into the joint, circumduction. You can make them bigger. You can bring that knee right around. You can bring it right over to the side, kind of rock it side to side if it feels good over there. Everybody's body is going to be a little bit different in terms of what feels good for them. All right, so let's grab that ankle again. This time we're going to bring our left leg up. We're going to flex our right foot and push that knee away. So just here, you might feel it just like that. Otherwise, you can rock that left knee side to side just a little bit, just to get that glute a little bit deeper. And we're just kind of massaging and scouring those deeper muscles into the hip joint. So when you're ready, remove your right hand and bring it through, if you can, to grab your left leg. Keep that right foot flexed because that's just going to help charge up that back line of the leg. And you want to feel this in that booty right there. In the leg, you are not grabbing. You can grab your in behind your on your hamstring there or on top of your shin, whatever's comfortable. From here, I just want you to rock side to side. And again, you're going to feel that change in where it's getting the glute muscles. So again, you don't want to feel any pinching. If you do, just relax on that hold a little bit and just rock through this. Good. Bring your hands out from your legs and then bring them out to the side. And very slowly, very controlled. If you need to bring your foot down to the ground to help you control it, that's fine. But bring your legs over to the side. Oh, that's nice. And just let them rest there whenever you get to the floor. Just for a second. You can look in the opposite direction. Or you can look the same way your legs are going. You'll actually feel it change where the stretch goes in through the glute. Good. Extend that left leg and then extend your right. So you're bringing it right around. So just shake your legs right there. You should feel a big difference there in that right glute, that right hip. Should feel a lot looser for you. So bring that left knee in towards your chest here. And you're just going to, again, draw some little circles.
Awesome. So grab with your right hand that left ankle, gently push that left knee away. Reposition my hips here. Don't be afraid to reposition. Just loosen up that stretch a little bit so you're not repositioning while you're in a deep stretch like this. So again, just rock side to side. If you can get those little circles in, whatever feels comfortable for that hip. Maybe just hanging out there feels good. Maybe this doesn't feel good at all. So listen to that body. Good. And now let's relax this hand, bring your left hand, bring your foot over towards the right. Ooh, that's lovely. Drag that leg around. Beautiful. So let's bring your right leg up, bring your left leg over top. Make sure that left foot is bent or flexed. Push into that knee if that's comfortable and just kind of rock side to side there. And then when you're ready, bring it in towards your body, hug it in. And again, you can circle it or just rock side to side. One side might be a little bit tighter than the other. And when you're ready, release your hands out to the side. Very slowly bring those legs over towards the right so you can feel that nice deep gravy, if you will. Oh. You might get a little bit in through the torso. Let that right leg swing around, followed by the left, and we'll just shake those legs out. Good. Just rock them side to side, shake them. Place those feet flat on the ground now, and we're just going to do a quick little activation for the glutes. So I want you to press your full foot into the ground. I want you to activate your core while pressing in those feet and energetically drive those heels and your bum towards each other, and then release. So press in, engage your core, pull your glutes and your heels towards each other, and then release. So you'll see a little movement in my body, kind of like that, but not that extreme. So push in, engage your core, pull them together. Awesome. Now what I want you to do, engage your glutes. So squeeze your bum like you're holding in that fart. Push those feet into the ground, and now drive them towards your bum. Your core will already engage while you're doing this. And now release. Engage those glutes. You'll feel that core kick on. Push those feet into the ground and bring those glutes and heels towards each other. And release. Last one. Engage those glutes. Push those feet in and now bring them towards each other, all energetically. Good, and release. So you'll feel your hamstrings kick on a bit there too as well, which is nice. So roll onto your side and then bring your body up. So we're going to do one last pec and hip opener. So you're going to come into this position. I'm going to show you this one first and how it works. So it's a little bit like that runner's lunge that we had just done, except we're in this position now. So what we're going to do is we're going to lean onto our left hand. So our right leg is straight. We're going to lean onto our left hand. We're going to push our hips up and forward. Okay, so we're going to come up here. We're going to squeeze our glutes, and we're going to come forward with that arm. And as we bring it down, we're going to come down. Okay, so we're going to do a couple on this side, and then we'll switch over and do a couple on the other side. So kind of find that good foot placement. I know I need to adjust mine a little bit.
higher now. So let's turn on that core just a little bit at about a 3. We're going to inhale, bring the body up, squeeze the glutes, and bring it right around as that arm comes down, the glutes come down. Let's go again, turn that core on. And down. One more. Awesome, so you should feel a really lovely stretch through the pecs, but because your other arm's working, you're gonna feel a nice work on the opposite side. So we're gonna switch sides here. So right hand down, right knee is bent, left leg is out nice and straight. Engage that core, just about a 2 or a 3, and we're gonna inhale, lift up, swinging that arm forward and back. So here we go. And again. And again. And one more. Awesome. Okay. So just to finish it out, let's bring those legs in together. Oh, my hip just popped. That stretch did its job. So what we're going to do here is just kind of roll those shoulders just to get the neck to loosen up. And now we're going to inhale and we're going to elongate that spine, pulling those ponytails all the way up to the ceiling. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Drop the shoulders, but still feel that spine pulling to the ceiling. And now relax. Inhale. Exhale, drop those shoulders and feel that elongation. One more. Awesome. So keeping that nice straight spine, we're going to just slowly and gently rock our head from side to side. Good. Start to leave it at one side a little bit longer than the other. Start to increase that stretch and always bring that ear towards your shoulder for this one for right now. All right, let's start to decrease that rotation just a bit, or side to side, I guess. And then we're going to add in the side to side look rotation. You might notice one side has better range than the other. Good, come back to center. And we're gonna go into check our deodorant. So we're going to turn our head, drop our nose down towards our armpit. Roll that head to the center and bring it back up. Turn your head the other way. Drop your nose towards your armpit. Feel that stretch come possibly from your ear all the way down. Roll it center, back up. Slight turn, drop it down, rotate it up. So these are just nice, gentle neck stretches. We don't want to overdo it with these right now. Turn, down, and up, turn. And we'll get one more in on each side. Awesome. We're going to do a great one for the front of the neck, which I know many of you know quite well. So you're just going to place your hands here. Feel your fingers on your collarbone. Press down, pull down slightly, and lift the chin up into the sky. You feel that right in the neck, and then release it. Tilt it up, but over to the right. And release the hands and head down. Lock it in, up over to the left. And release it down. We'll go through those 3 again. So we're going to come back to 12. Bring it back to about 1 or 2 o'clock. And release, and over to 11. And release. Just kind of let your head, close your eyes and just let your head kind of shake, nod, do what it needs to do. We just got a lot of blood flowing through that area. Sometimes I like to kind of just gently let it do its thing. While just kind of providing it a little bit of movement. Awesome. So 1 big inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's do it again. Let's fill that belly. So let's put 1 hand on our belly, 1 hand on our chest. Fill your belly through your nose and out. Again. Last time. Awesome. Wonderful stretch, everyone. I hope you feel nice and limber. I wanted it to be a nice little flow to kind of go with the groove. So hopefully you feel good. You're getting this recording tomorrow, so you can do it again on your own. Let us know what you liked, didn't like, and when you'd like to see another one in the future. All right. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you very much.
Great job, girl. Loved
Thanks.
it.